So this video came up on my timeline, and it's a female. Her name is Pearl. Just Pearly Things. If y'all don't know about her, look her up. She's very interesting, and she's a realist. Like, she speaks reality. And I'm not subscribed to her, but she always comes up on my timeline, and I watch a lot of her stuff. But basically, what I'm saying is, the last couple of years since Biden took office, the feminism, LGBT, trans movement, like, really just took steam. I remember people were saying they're pushing this agenda and stuff like that, which I think they are. I have no problem with gay people or whatever, but just do they even function on reality? I don't think they function on reality. It's all delusional. I don't know their goal. Like, if they're forcing it on people and if they're forcing it on kids, I don't know what their goal is. So it doesn't benefit anyone. But I do think it's an agenda being pushed. And then when I realized that the agenda, like, it gotta be real, was when something major, it was like a major crisis, a major world crisis. It was either the beginning of the war in Ukraine or like a mass shooting somewhere in America. And then Joe Biden's tweet was, we gotta get this trans right bill passed because trans rights are human rights or something. And I'm like, why would you tweet that right now? But basically, that's just my little rant on that. I just want to talk about what she's talking about. They're talking about female sports, and she's actually reacting to Ben Shapiro right now. So we're going to react to her reacting to Ben Shapiro. Let's go. And another thing, let me make this clear about how I feel about gay people. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, if you're a gay person. I don't have one problem, anything with a gay person. I mean, I know people that are gay, although that's like the I'm not racist, I got black people. I got a black friend argument, but I get along well with them. I mean, I don't go out much, but it's only the people on TV that I see act like this. Like these pink hair people screaming in the street and stuff like that. It's only people on TV. I never see that in real life. And I'm from Philly, and a lot of this stuff allegedly happens in Philly, and I never see it. But the people that I know, if they're female, they're gay. They know they're female. If they're male, they're gay. They know they're male. They don't feel like, hey, I'm a female. I'm really a female, man. I'm just in a male body. They don't act like that. They're just male and they're gay. They're female and they're gay, and they dress masculine and everything. And they know they're female. The gay men, they're gay. I don't hang out with them or anything, but I'm sure they probably dress kind of feminine when they go out. But they know they're men. That's my point. The delusion is what really confuses me, that they want us to just go along with it. No, we're not gonna go along with it. Like, I'm not gonna be mean to you. I'm not gonna be mean and say, hey bro, you a bro, you a dude. I won't do that or anything. But if you want me to say, like, if you come up to me and ask me a question and you want me to say, well, ma'am, I'm not gonna do that. That's my point. In that LGBTQ trans argument. Oh, and this is what I was saying about the correct me I'm wrong part. I had many conversations, like at work or other places. The regular gay and lesbian people, they're like, how did you just put them with us? It was the LGB community, right? And then they just put trans and queer on there. I don't even know what queer is, but they just put them on there. And then it's plus and like all this stuff. And they're like, how y'all just group them with us? But anyway, let's get into the video, y'all. Thanks for watching too, man. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or how you feel about this movement.
Money Even though the World Cup brought in, I think, $7 billion for the men and less than $1 billion for the women. And isn't that crazy? And they get a third of the prize money. It's like women just want special treatment. Special.
So at one point of this video, I just realized that the streaming PC, the recording PC, wasn't getting any audio.
It doesn't make any sense.
And it's so funny because they market it as like women are fighting for our rights. Even the old women, like I covered this yesterday, but the women running in the marathon, they would say, "Oh, it's the woman," like because there was this chick, she ran the first marathon, and the men were like pulling her out of the race, and they're like, she overcame, but they're pulling her out of the race because it was a man's race, she wasn't supposed to be there. Like, do you know what I mean? Like. You know, it was like a race you had to qualify for, and all the reporters had to like wait for her to finish.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like she was last, and they were like, "Oh, this is a victory!" Like, oh, and you know, I mean, running a marathon's hard. I ran one, and she ran it faster than I did. I'll give her that. I'm a slow person, but it's like
running a marathon is insane. Anybody that runs a marathon definitely gets, props.
A tea towel.
Every chick has had that moment where you're like, God, mine's with my car. Like every time I would drive my car, I don't have a car now because I live in England, but when I was in the US, I had a car. And every time I would drive it home, my dad would be like, your oil, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad. He'd be like, just give me the car. Like, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't.
I remember I had to change one of my friend's tires. Like she caught a flat and she... Hey, I'm so and so on the side of the road. Come help me out. So I drove up there, changed her tires, and I look at her tire. The thread on her tires were just bald. Like, I mean, bald on the inside of the thread were just bald. Like she make a lot of left turns. It was her her driver's side tire. Like she make a lot of left turns and the inside of the tire just got bald. Crazy. So the next day I said, yo, I gotta take your car tomorrow and get you some tires. And then she needed brakes, tires, oil change. Like I serviced her whole damn car for her. Like the next day. And, that's just stuff women don't want to do. I don't know. But women just don't mess with the car at all.
On average? Nope. It turns out every single thing a man can do, a woman can do just as well or better, which is why he should probably resign and let Kamala Harris be president.
I've told my granddaughters from the time they were old enough to understand what I was saying. And I mean it. There's not a single thing a man can do that a woman can't do as well or better. Not a single thing.
It's so funny because when you're young...
I mean, he's not technically wrong. A woman could do something as well as a man or even better. But the percentage of that happening is so low that he's wrong. But he's technically correct.
You kind of believe what they're saying, but the older you get, you're just like, wow, they are big liars.
Well, it's isn't it kind of true when you're younger? Because before puberty, girls and boys are fairly similar in size and scale. I know that boys have bigger hearts and lungs, but generally when you are kids, everything is, even when you play like football, when you're really young, like 5 years old, it feels pretty equal.
Yeah, but then they hit puberty
and it's like,
I'm out. Yeah. But even like when they're young, like they're still interested in different things. If you look at like,
I disagree. Even when kids are young, so you see, this is how far the programming has gone. For you to even still think that before puberty, boys and girls are equal, I don't think it's true, because even like hand-eye coordination, like there are so many things that women just don't have it down naturally as men. If you look at the female bone structure, your hips tend to dip, like, so from your hips to your knees, there's like a dip. And men usually have straighter legs in that region. That alone makes a man able to jump higher, run faster than women. And that is from birth. That doesn't happen during puberty. That's like your bone structure. So I just think like the differences are always there. Puberty just accelerates and
Right.
makes
Enhances
the gap
it.
high, larger. That's what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Single thing? Anything? Really? There are things that women can do better than men. There are things men can do better than women.
Name them, Ben. No, because seriously, Ben, I've been literally trying to think of anything for months. Nothing.
But frankly, I'm shocked that he still thinks the distinction exists. He can't even.
I would love to have this convo. Like, Ben, I can't think of anything. I swear, I thought it was nurturing until I saw that we kill the elderly and the babies more. I'm like, well, throw that.
You've really stumped me on this.
I swear, I have been thinking.
She says she look up the numbers and they kill babies more and stuff like that. But I do think it's more women in healthcare than men. I think it's like more doctors that are men, but I think overall in the whole scope of healthcare, I think it's more women. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
Thinking about this for months, I'm like, men just must be superior beings. Except at karaoke, King.
Define what a woman is. It turns out that many men are better at being women than women, according to Joe Biden.
That is true.
The White House released this asinine Instagram picture the other day that it's equal pay day. Did you know white men make the whole dollar? Asian women make 87 cents. White women make 79 cents. Black women make 63 cents. American Indian.
Okay, I just had a thought. This might be a cancelable thought. But if white men make the most money and black women make 63 cents, right? In a way, haven't white men paid reparations through the tax system? Because they're paying the majority of the taxes. So if like women.
I want to know where these numbers have come from because, if you look at in America.
Reparations is just, I think if they want to give them to my parents, fine. Like my parents are in their 70s. I think they should give them to a certain age bracket, but not these 23-year-olds or 30 or 40-year-olds. I think you should be a certain age bracket. I'm not saying give them $1 million or anything. If they're gonna do this, they should give it to like the elderly who are retired, who worked. They should give it to them. Give them a couple dollars, like $10,000 or something like that. Not me, somebody older and retired. To be fair, if they give them to anybody. If they give them to everybody, that's just stupid, and we're gonna go bankrupt, and then we're gonna be a third world country. But that's just how I feel on the subject. I think I could get more in depth in it, but I think this video went on long enough. I'll put the source material in the description. Christine Grace Smith is her color commentator, and Just Pearly Things is the main one. Link will be in the description. Tell me what y'all think about this video. And if you like the video, don't forget to follow my TikTok. I'm out.